Hi, I hope you're doing really well. So I wanted to just give you a little message today, see where we're at, see what's going on for you. We're still in that energy of the full moon right now. So if that does make you feel in your feels, you know, quite emotional, any point, if you haven't quite discovered what's been illuminated to you, then maybe this is what's going to bring it out for you. I think sometimes we have an expectation that something, you know, you hear things, don't you, like, oh, this is the biggest one. Or, you know, I've heard recently this is a big week due to the particular moon because of how it represents to the past. But it's not always necessary for absolutely everybody. We are different collectives, different things going on, different networks. So, you know, I'm trying to come up with an analogy for that. So, like, you might be, this is going to sound really old school maybe because I'm not well up on things, but like one of you might be BT and the other one might be Tesco Mobile or something, okay? You're on different sort of networks, but all coming from source. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So not every reading you read is going to resonate with you. Not everything you hear is going to be for you. And you have to try not to make things fit to be what you want it to be. So I want you to bear that in mind during this reading today. I've shuffled these to death now, so I think we can pick a card. Visionary, confidence, passion and self-worth. So this is about you really being okay with who you are and how you are. You know your worth. If ever you're in a situation where you aren't being yourself, where you're laying down basically and allowing somebody else to be however they want to be around you, that isn't you're not being worthy of yourself, okay? You're not seeing your self-worth in those situations. And for some of you, you may have been going along like that for a very long time. You may have felt like that for a long time, but something's shifted, something's changed in how you want to be treated now and how you feel you deserve to be treated. And you're becoming more confident with that. And you're also becoming more passionate about yourself. You might even be changing your appearance, things like that, you know, to fit in with who you actually are, who you really are. Yeah, we have Bacano, which is, it's a rune of nurture, like how a mother would nurture a child, or it's got like a bit of a grandmother energy to it in a way, but it also brings about a rebirth. So this is about you're coming into birthing an idea of, I am worth something, you know, I am worth something, I'm a passionate person, and I am confident. And you're starting to exercise that in your life now. Whereas I feel like before maybe you weren't. And you're setting boundaries around this. You're protecting your energy. You're protecting yourself at this time. And you're basically feeling like it's okay to say, no, I don't want to do that. Or I actually don't like that. And even for some of you, you might have a shaky voice when you're saying these things, but people are looking at you like, wow, okay, I have been disrespecting you. I haven't been treating you the way that you deserve. But you're showing me through you standing up for yourself just how that is. So for some of you, you may have had that already. You may have had people apologising to you for how they've treated you. They're seeing your worth. They're seeing and respecting you more now. If you haven't seen that yet, then start exercising this way forward, because that is what you are going to receive. You took a leap of faith. You took a chance on yourself. And because of this, it's almost like the secret you, the hidden you is being revealed now. It's being seen. And once you see something, you can't unsee it. But I think that's your fear. It's almost like, if I show this, then I have to continue this. And for some of you, it might be the fear of like, well, what if I go back under my cave? What if I hide again? Well, see, don't overthink what could be the case. Just move from where you are right now and keep moving forward in that direction. Angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. So this is kind of what Algis is suggesting as well. It's almost like there's no harm whatsoever in you just being you. You've been guided here spiritually. All of the things that have happened in your life or happen around you, it's all been because of this. I can't say I didn't see it because I did. I saw the rabbit card, which is about too much importance on sexual matters. So for some of you, You may have felt you had to be a certain way, look a certain way, or act a certain way in order to attract attention. But you're kind of realising now you don't want that attention anymore. You don't want that. You want something deeper. You want something more genuine, more authentic. What's the word I'm trying to get? It's not coming. Mountain, major challenges to overcome, and target a goal-orientated person. So you are going through some shifts and changes for some of you it's communication, and for others of you it's almost like a physical journey where you're changing your appearance. But in changing your appearance, you're also changing your attitude towards how you allow people to treat you. And you're also noticing a difference in how people do treat you based on your appearance changing. You have a goal in mind and you are aiming for it, okay? You are about to hit the target if you haven't already. But you're on your way to it. You're on your way to that target. You've got this goal in mind. Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. So that's exactly what Perthro is telling you on here. It's like you took a chance on yourself and it may have felt like a risk. Now, tigers can represent courage and that power to have pride in yourself. So this is you kind of presenting to the world a very strong, especially if you're female here, this is like your darker feminine energy coming through. And that darker feminine energy, it's not bad energy, it's not sordid energy, it's not negative. Sometimes it's necessary in order to stand in your power. It's necessary for you to realise your ability to say no or to defend yourself. We can't all be love and light and fluffy, yeah? It's not. Spirituality is not about being fluffy and love and light. It's about discernment. Bird perch, waiting for news, a package or a letter. So because of the risk that you've taken, because you are showing these hidden strengths within yourself that are scary for you, I feel it. Like you scare yourself sometimes with your power. There's something coming to you. It could be a message, some kind of news. Let's find out what that is. So what is it that you are about to receive? Ooh, it could be a knight for some of you. This could be somebody that wants to have stability and security with you. I feel like this is something that's perhaps been in your energy for a little while. It's been long coming, but you're ready now to... It's almost like you're ready to settle. And I don't mean settle as in like, you know, oh, well, you know, I've gone as far as I can. I might as well just settle for this now. It's not about that. It's almost like there's been some kind of journey on this path leading up to now this stability and security. But you are about to, it's almost like somebody's taken a direction. Perhaps you've chosen a direction now. Stars might be significant as well. There's something about a star that I feel represents maybe somebody in your life. The Hanged Man. Yeah, so there's an element of surrender and taking a different perspective. And this is because you have decided, you see your worth now. You see your self-worth. And it's almost like it took something being said to you or you hearing something that kind of changed everything. It made you realise, actually, I need to do this in order to get what I want. I see somebody that maybe has spent a lot of time on their own. But now you're kind of realising you don't want to be on your own anymore. The star, that's interesting. Okay, so this star energy that I'm seeing, that the picture of the star and stuff is like somebody is a star in your show or in your world. And I feel like this person inspires you. They may have helped you in giving you the tools in order to see your worth, to understand that you should be confident in yourself and passionate about yourself. And I feel for some of you, you kind of looked at yourself and thought, well, what are my passions? What do I do? What do I actually do? What do I enjoy? What are my hobbies? And because of this realisation, you suddenly thought to yourself, like, I'm going to do more of the things that I want to do. I feel like for many of you, you perhaps have been putting a lot of energy into somebody or something that isn't really serving you anymore. And you're ready to walk away from that now. You've had this understanding that that's always going to be exactly as it is. It's never going to change. But you're okay with this now because you found something that actually is exactly what you desired, and you manifested this. You brought this into your life. And it's almost like something's been said to you where it's like you manifested this, so you're just going to ignore it? Are you just going to let it go to shit? Or are you actually going to do something with it? And I feel like this is the period now, this is the time now where you've decided, yeah, I need a new beginning here. And I need to understand what I have to change, what needs to change within me in order for this to be good. So you're alchemizing here the need for stability, but also the need to be yourself still. So it's like you're realizing this, but you've come to a point where you're actually feeling quite content with what you have. And it's in this gratitude, it's in this contentment with what you already have that's going to bring you more. You are being watched by spirit guides. Now, I mean, this is called angel, but I feel like for many of you, you've been watched by Odin. You are being observed right now. And this isn't anything to do with judgment, or that, you know, you're going to receive something because of something that you did a few years ago or anything like that. This is more about you being seen for how you're turning things around in such a positive way. It's good. But you are still holding back from fully allowing love into your life. Why is that? Why are you holding back on here? Okay. There's a holding back because there's an energy of what you thought things should be like, or how things should be, to actually how you feel you want them to be now. And you are taking this spiritual path now, which you love, and I feel like you honour it. Every now and then you do kind of question it, but you're getting to a point where before you would have worried too much about what people thought of that, or how people would have looked at you and been like, huh, who are you? Like, you never talk about this kind of stuff normally. And for some of you, especially if you're masculine here, I feel like you felt people have kind of seen you as too soft because of going down this path. But you've actually realised it is it's a path of courage and strength. It's not easy, and it breaks you. It breaks you in ways that you would not expect. And I feel like because of that now, you're having these realizations of, it's like enlightenment. You're having a realization of the wise counsel that you're receiving and putting it to use. Now, there's some Hierophant cards that have keys on them. And this is almost like you have unlocked this door to a new way of being. That's what Bacano is representing here. This is your path now, and your path is highly spiritual. You are kind of, I'm not going to say guru, but you have this ability to bring knowledge and spiritual wisdom forward. And you might be like, well, I don't know, I've not been trained and blah, blah, blah. It's not about being trained. It's what comes through you and you allowing yourself to be a channel for it. But you're still feeling a little bit of a lack in energy. You're feeling a lack in enthusiasm over things. Why is that? Why are you lacking enthusiasm here? Okay. You're lacking enthusiasm because I feel like something that you wanted to repair, something that you want, somebody maybe that you wanted to collaborate with or be with, they're being quite defensive towards you, or they're not allowing you in, or they've been aggressive towards you. This is kind of Spirit's way of guiding you and saying to you, you know, maybe this isn't going to be the person for you, or work the way. I feel the energy of whoever this is that you're feeling this defensive energy around, or where they're not really letting you in and they won't let you make anything up. They're not as spiritual as they make out. That's what I'm being given, is that this person they're not learning from their own lessons. They're not sort of, they're not doing anything to grow themselves. And I feel like you already know that. You've seen that they're not actually growing. They're just wanting to stay put in that sense. But they're sat in bitterness. And this, every time you move closer to it, you feel guilt for it, or you feel shameful for it, or you feel like you're being made to feel that way. And that's not helping you to grow. It's not helping you to feel fulfilled. It's just weighing you down. It's bringing you down. So this is the energy of a person in your life that is bringing you down. And Spirit want you to recognize and realize that, okay? That's what is blocking you right now from feeling inspired and feeling like you can move forward on this. I kept seeing that one on there. Yes. Okay. So yeah, you're being asked to really pay attention to that. Pay attention to where the bitterness is, where the pain is. And I do feel for many of you, you are being stabbed in the back a little bit here. You need to recognize that and realize that, you know, when you are around somebody and it doesn't feel good, or when you come away from them and you don't feel good, there's a reason for that. And this is Spirit trying to guide you. The card that came out with it was the Two of Cups. There is a union out there for you. There is somebody who's willing to hold your hand and walk with you. Now this card, the first thing I thought of there is fear. And for many of you, there's a fear of not making the right choice. There's a fear of letting go of something that has always been familiar, but you're recognizing and realizing actually it doesn't feel good though. And maybe you've got used to or comfortable with not feeling good. Whereas there's something that is wanting to actually support you, walk with you, create with you. You know, where's that card gone? The Magician. Look at the similarities in the cards, yeah? There's this alchemizing, yeah? Bringing things together. Enlightenment. Working together. No longer feeling blocked. So let's see. Yes, and now the Queen of Cups is in the upright position, because once you allow yourself to separate from this pain, allow yourself to let it go, stop putting so much attention and focus into it, you're going to open up this whole new cup of love and allow a deepening of a more spiritual connection. You're allowing yourself to really be loved. Allow love in. And again, there's like these two lines coming down. So for many of you, I feel like you are stepping into the role of a healer. Maybe you are going into doing some kind of attunement in Reiki, or you are thinking about it. You're opening yourself up to being a healer, wanting to be a healer, bringing that to the world. And I feel you're going to be phenomenal with it. You're the kind of person that you are definitely going to attract people in to want to be around you. It's giving off like a bit of a Jesus kind of energy, okay? And I feel like what you're working towards on here, doesn't matter what your sexual orientation is, it's like a Jesus and Mary kind of energy. Yeah, it's like Mary Magdalene and Jesus. It's got this energy to it of that harmony, that balance of masculine and feminine, and fulfillment in love. I love this reading. I think it's beautiful, and it's showing, if that resonates with you and you would like a personalised reading, then please do get in touch. I'd love to delve deeper into that for you to see how this all unfolds, or if you need to work more on like what it is that you are needing to let go of, because it's not always easy as just let go, is it? There's stages that you have to go through, and sometimes you need to hear these things said to you. So there's something else I need to say. I keep seeing wagtails today. You know, pied wagtails, the little black and white birds with a long tail that bobs about. They've crossed my path today in a way that like one nearly hit me. And I haven't seen one for ages, but today I've seen 3. And they're about, I think they represent Aphrodite. Like they're like a message from Aphrodite of love and fulfillment. It's like the gift of love. So I feel for many of you, maybe that message was for you. This is what you're opening up to. And spiritual love is what has guided you here. So keep up with your faith, okay? I hope this reading finds you well. And if you would like that personalised reading, you know where my details are. So please do get in touch and have a blessed day.